Hello, Kaiko here, and welcome to the chaos. Let's go. What is the plan for today? Well, there's a couple of things, which is mostly that the new updates obviously happen. So this event is a thing. It's quite new, so I'm not entirely sure if all the pieces have been unlocked yet. We can check that out, actually. We can check the notices, the event notices. And then also there's another one of these things where you go and chat to random characters, so I figured we could do that. There's Skirk story quest, which is time limited. This is actually what I plan to do today. And there's also new characters to test out, and then these are just things that exist. So yeah, the plan, what I think we're going to do is we're going to do these test runs and try out the characters. Mostly we're going to try out Skirk and Dahlia. And I want to get Skirk, unless I try her out and she's terrible, because she's just so pretty. Look at her. Majestic. And so my plan was then to wish for Skirk, but you can't really wish for Skirk without trying her out first, because that seems like a bad idea. Oh, it's not a bad idea, but you know, if I might as well test her out first. That's usually how you're supposed to. At least give some semblance of me trying out the character before I go and try and get her. But so yeah, we're gonna do that first. The trial runs first, then we're gonna wish for Skirk, then we're gonna go and chat to whoever our friends are today, out in the wilds. I did one of these previously. Talk to Mizuki. The summary of this one is that Layla went to speak to her because her professor basically told her, "You seem really stressed, I'm signing up for therapy," and then had to go talk to Mizuki. Chevreuse was training some recruits. Lynette... Oh, there was a machine. So there was like some machine in the Flusandra, and it was really annoying. And so I think Lynette was sent to deliberately break it, because they were like, oh, isn't this Fremene's job? Fremene would fix it, so she went to break it. Ayato was picking fabric for some fancy clothes for Ayaka. And Sino... Oh, Tignari and Sino were making mushroom soup puns. That one was quite funny, actually. So I'm suspecting that a lot of these have follow-ups. So I'm guessing that after Lynette, Fremene is going to have to go and fix that same machine. Tignari and Sino were making soup for Collei. So Collei is probably going to be eating the soup at dinner time with those two, is my guess. Is there Ayaka here? No. Maybe Toma will show up in relation to Ayato? Because sometimes they do like the paired thing. And yeah, that's my guess for how those are going to play out plot-wise. So yeah, we can test out those. And then there's this. And I was actually planning to do, because I know at the end of the last stream, we finished the Fontaine Archon quest. And so I said, what we're going to do is we're going to do the bedtime story quest. Because I think that's the next one that's like chronologically... No. Yes. Chronologically the next one we should do. But now they've released like obviously 2 more quests. I believe this is probably the next Traveler one, and this is probably the next... This is the interlude Albedo one. So obviously that they're all here and they're all building up, and now it's really dangerous to go anywhere. Like, I'm too scared to go anywhere and trigger quests. So that's a thing. And then obviously then there's this thing as well, which is the new event. I presume that's the new event. So I figured we'd check. Well, you know, we can check that now. We're gonna check to see if the event's out yet, because I can choose between doing bedtime story or doing the event. I was leaning towards doing bedtime story, but maybe we should do the event. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Wait, loads. Anyway. Oh, yo, chat's here as well. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Resonate. Yes, we're gonna do some resonating. Well, wishing. But that's fine. That's what you're supposed to do. Okay. Oh. Okay. I don't see anything that has timings. So maybe this isn't the new event? I sort of assumed it would be, because the fact that you get a character out of it, but it doesn't seem to be one of the long ones. Maybe it doesn't have much quest. So I don't know, maybe we can check that out too. Mainly because, you see, if I look at it, see, there's this bit. I cannot go through the front gate of Mondstadt for fear of triggering this quest, which is the Albedo thing. And then if I scroll all the way to Sumeru now, where is it? Sumeru. I can't go to here either because I'm going to trigger this bedtime story. And I think this one's going to be in Port Ormus, maybe. I think it's in Port Ormus. And do you know, that was particularly stressful because the character event thing where you're going to like look for your friends. I think, look, Fremene's somewhere down here. Charlotte's somewhere over here. And the other day, obviously, some of the characters are in Sumeru. And I was like, oh no, I don't want to trigger this quest. And I had commissions in this area. I couldn't do my daily commissions because I didn't want to trigger the quest. So if anything, I kind of want to trigger all the quests just so they're like out there. And then I don't have to worry about them because I'll have already triggered them. So maybe that's what I should do. Just go around triggering all the quests and just hoping for the best. Anyway, let's see. You haven't played it either, so you have no idea. Fair enough. Well, I guess we'll find out together. So yeah, I haven't quite decided if I'm going to do bedtime story or I'm going to do the event. I think at a minimum, I'm going to go and trigger bedtime story so that at least I can go in Sumeru. Because this one that's like here isn't too big a problem because I don't usually have any reason to go through the front gate of Mondstadt. But having it right in the middle of Sumeru is quite annoying. And I think there might be one in Natlan now as well, now that the next quest is out. Where would it be? Where's Natlan? Here. Is there a new... Yeah, there's a quest marker here, so I can't go over here either. So that's fine. Again, it's not been a problem because I haven't actually needed to go to Natlan. And all like the Natlan commissions are in this sort of area, at least as far as I'm aware. But this one is a problem. So we're gonna at least trigger this quest. And yeah, look, even the game wants me to do Skirk story quest. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Anyway, now that we've rambled for a really long time, let me go and test out these new characters. Because we gotta test them out. And we're gonna try and get Skirk, and we're gonna try to get Dahlia. And if we manage to get Skirk before we get Dahlia, then we're gonna try and get Shenhe, I guess. To like... Because we don't need 2 Skirks. Ooh. Why are you telling me stuff? Okay, Skirk is a cryo damage dealer who uses serpent's subtlety to attack opponents. Okay. This is fun. Okay. This is tricky. This is complicated. I'm reading it, but I'm not processing any of it. Oh gosh. This is fine. Oh, you're looking at Void Rifts. Well, that's fun. Okay. Yeah, I have not observed anything. Absorbed anything. So I'm just gonna click the buttons and hope for the best. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. Ooh. Oh, she's so pretty. She's purple and spacey and glowy, and this is so good. So look at her leg. It's like... the stars are shifting. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Well, let's find out what happens, because I don't know. Okay, what happens if I... It's something about hold. Ooh, am I a novel? Okay. I don't think that was what I was supposed to do. Okay, well, let's see. Let's do this. They said something about triggering... Okay, I clicked some buttons. Okay. I don't really know what's going on. She's doing a lot of damage. I don't really know what triggered this. But did she even use her thing? Okay, but now what? Okay. Okay. Can she absorb this thing? What does Q do? Ooh. Okay. It looked cool. I have no idea what it did, but it did look cool. Okay, well this seems to be the more effective thing to do. Oh, I probably... Okay, I think I messed that up. Let me try this again. Okay, let's press this. And then what happens if I press Q? Because it did something. Okay, I don't know. I've absorbed absolutely nothing from this. But that's fine. At least I know she looks incredibly cool, and that's good enough for me. Okay, well we might as well test out everybody else while we're here, so I don't forget to do this later. And then, you know, we can see whether or not I should be, oh no, I really want Shenhe, and then try and get Shenhe as well. I don't know. Do we know who's coming next? I'm trying to think if I need to be, like, saving any Primogems. But also, if I'm remembering correctly, which is a solid maybe, I'm usually not remembering correctly. I don't think there's any new tiny characters coming out, and usually, I mean, the collections I've got is I've got a collection of tiny characters and I've got a collection of Archons. And if there's no tiny characters or Archons coming out anytime soon, which is about right as far as I'm aware, then I can just get whatever character I want. Because, you know, there's no particular ones I need, nor is there any particular ones I don't need, so yeah. I also really should learn how to use my characters better, because I'm just clicking the buttons, so I don't know what they do. Oh, I haven't fought one of these things in forever. It's because I live in, like, the specific areas of Liyue, and I just don't go there. But that's okay. Good old Geovishap. Okay, and what's this? Oh, Ruin Guard, okay. That's okay. Get rid of this. We do have a lot of icy characters, which I think makes sense because Skirk seems to have a lot of things to do with icy characters. And then obviously we've got Shenhe, and then I think we've got Dahlia, and there's a Hydro character, and who else is on the banner? Ooh, Candace maybe, who's also a Hydro character, and who else? Oh, Diona! Cryo character. So it all makes sense. Okay, this is the other new character, so let's see. What does Dahlia do? He kind of matches Barbara, because they're both Hydro. Okay, Hydro support character, shields! Okay. Lift opponents and allied targets into the air. Okay. Okay. I have no idea what that said. But that's okay. I just need to know that there's going to be something to do with shields. Okay, I think I missed, like, entirely. Okay, where was the shield thing supposed to be? That's not very shieldy. Where's my shield? Is the shield the Q? I swear I said there was supposed to be a shield. Oh, maybe the shield is the Q. Okay. Okay, oh, well, shield can go back up. I'm not really sure what's supposed to be happening. Oh dear. It's probably because I'm using the characters wrong. That would probably do it. Okay. Well, this is ready again. We can get our shield back. Okay. Oh, Ruin Guard. I still don't know what this does. I have learned absolutely nothing from this experience. The only thing I learned is that Dahlia's ears look a little bit like a cat ear. Like, not his ears. His hat has those little triangles and it's making me think of cats. That's the only thing I picked up from this. So, that's fun. We always love a good cat-themed thing. But yeah, I don't know if I was supposed to have picked up anything actually useful, but I did not. It's because of the way that was one of those... You know, I'll show you what I mean when it loads. Okay, I don't know if we can see it, but it's this bit right here. The face, the little winky face, and this made me think of cat ears. And that is all I've picked up about Dahlia. That's it. Anyway, let's go try with Candace. I wonder if we were to read Candace's information, if it would have a little slideshow in the same way. No, this is normal information. I guess Candace doesn't get a little slideshow. I also don't remember how Candace works, so that's, you know, not ideal. But that's fine. Oh, we got Bennett. Okay. Okay, let's see. I think, is Candace the one where you kind of gotta go like this, and then every time that happens, you get a little burst of hydro? I think yes. I think yes. Okay. This works. Everything is on fire. That's fine. Okay, and then I think if we switch to Xiangling and then we switch back, we get a little... Okay, yeah, I think that is. Oh yeah, she's the one that does a little bit of hydro damage if you switch to her in the middle. I think. Yeah! We get these little hydro bursts, which is very nice, very pleasant indeed. Oh, I see you. Okay, are we gonna get yet another Ruin Guard as the final opponent? Because I think every other one so far, the final one was a Ruin Guard. Oh, Ruin Drake. Slightly different this one. But that's okay. There we go. And there's just one more, I believe, who is Diona. I should really learn how to use Diona better. I don't know. You know when they give you these teams, do they give you good teams? Are these characters that are supposed to work well together, or do they give you sort of a random team? And it's quite interesting to see that they do. Obviously, they're going to have to change every so often because, like, if you look at the characters, Garming, for example, would obviously not have been here every time they've had Diona in the past. So maybe that's an interesting way to see what Genshin thinks is a good team up. Based on, like, who joins your little team. I forgot that Garming is one of those ones that does, like, damage and then, like, the damage comes back to haunt you. Which makes sense of why they paired him up with Diona then. Since Diona, you know, heals. And Bennett. They're really dedicated to making sure your Garming gets to, shine. Anyway, okay. There we go. I think that was enough for me to think, you know what? We should get Skirk, which is what I was going to do anyway, but it's good to have some confirmation because I don't know what was going on in the Skirk one, but I did like it. It was beautiful, and I think she's definitely going to be powerful if I could figure out how to use her. So yeah, that is what we're going to do. We're going to sit here right here, and we're going to do some wishing. Okay. We should have plenty of wishes, so this should be no problem. Let me just quickly check if we can buy any of the discount ones. Nope, we must have already bought those. Okay, let's get Skirk. Oh wait, also, can we get... Nope, we're one away. Never mind. I was gonna say we could do a standard banner wish too, but not quite. But I believe in the last banner we tried to get Kinich, but we ended up with a Jean, which means that we should be guaranteed Skirk. So that'll be good. So yeah, let's just click through. And we want to get Skirk, I want to get Dahlia, because I think I've got every single 4-star character, and it would be a shame to be missing one. So yeah, we want to try and get him too. Oh, there he is! Perfect, okay. Well, that solves one problem. Okay, well let's try and get Skirk then. Oh, Kachina? Where'd Kachina come from? Kachina's not on the banner. Kachina? What are you doing here? Okay. Diona? Okay, okay. See, this is Set 40. Still no Skirk, but that's okay. That's okay. We've got a lot of wishes. Well, we got a lot of Primogems to get wishes, so that's okay. No, nothing there. We didn't even get a character. We got a... It wasn't even a sword, it was a claymore. Disappointing. Okay, this is this set 50? Oh, Candace. And Shinobu. What's Shinobu doing here? Okay. These are some really rogue characters that I've been getting. You know who we need though? Where's our rogue Yao Yao? That's what I want to know. Okay, Skirk really does not want to show up, but that's fine. We've got enough wishes for this. But she really is not... She's really not appearing. Candace again? Oh, we've maxed out Candace. I think that's the last one we had actual... There we go. We've run out of wishes now. We've run out of Primogems. So, that's unlucky. But, we have a lot of the... Like, those other things you get. There she is. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. This is good. We have a lot of these, is what I was trying to say. So we have no Primogems, but we have a lot of those. So we could have. And we can still try and get, like, Shinhara or something if we wanted to. But I don't think we need to. But look at this sword. It's so beautiful. But I don't need it, so we're gonna close that. And let's go see our new characters. Okay. Let's see. Who have we got? Dahlia. Who's got diamond pupils? Interesting. Interesting. Can we fast equip him? You know what? Sure. Just take it. Okay, he's got a sword. Ooh. Okay, you know what? Let's level him up to... No, wait, no. Let's level up Skirk first, because I don't know how many materials I have. So let's try and level her up a bit. Ooh. Well, that was cool. Reminding me of the narwhal, which I guess makes sense. But, wow. She's got the same, like, skill set as the narwhal. Which is, you know... Oh, okay, we don't have those. That's fine. Ooh, we can do a standard banner wish now too. Okay, well, let's level up Dahlia. He's just eating popcorn. That's a lot less cool than Skirk's one. Disappointing. Ooh, we can level him up as well. Here we go, okay. Yeah, okay. One more. Where does this come from? Ah, that thing, okay. That makes sense. Okay, let's claim this. And let's level him up to level 50. There we go. Okay, ooh, we should pick, he needs a weapon, and he needs... You know, let's read his talents, because I didn't actually read those at any point. Okay, that's this. He summons Sacramental Shower. Okay. Okay. Ah! Oh, you can launch your friends! I like it. Okay, what does this do? Okay. Ah, HP. Okay, so we probably want to level up his HP, if anything. And what does this do? Okay, now what does this do? Ah. Cool, we can run fast. Okay, ooh, let's also give him some wings. I'm wondering which ones will look best. Because, like, looking at him, it's probably the black ones, but they're the most... I think the red ones might be a bit much. What about the white ones? But the white ones are white and blue, and this guy is very much white and red. You know what? Let's give him the Natlan ones. There we go. Okay. We need to give him a weapon, but we need to give Skirk a weapon too. So let's see. What weapons have we got? I don't think we have that many swords, unfortunately. No, all the swords are used. Wait, are they used? Yeah, okay. We need to give... Well... Skirk needs a good sword. He can have whatever's left. He can have... this sword. It matches his aesthetics. There we go. Okay, and where is... Okay, Skirk's at the bottom as well. But you know what, we can go from the top. Let's see, who else needs upgrading? Oh, Kachina. And then Shinobu. And who else? Candace? Ah, and then here's Skirk. So let's see, what does Skirk's talents do? Ooh. Okay. Oh, the foul! Okay, if you tap it, what does that do? Okay. Oh, she moved up water. Interesting. Okay, and then what does this do? Ah. Ooh. Okay. I have not absorbed any of that either. And then what does this do? Okay, this is the Void Rift thing. And what does this do? Ooh. Okay. Ah. That's... Oh wait, no, elemental skill. I thought it was elemental mastery for a second. Elemental skill. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Oh, there's a demo. What does this do? Oh, this is this. Okay. Wait, does every character have one of those now? No. I guess they only put it in for the new characters. Okay, fair enough. Well, let's give her some artifacts. I don't know what it's picked, but that will do for now. However, the fact that it's giving me 4-star artifacts is very disappointing. But I'll fix that later. Okay, and then what's the other thing? Oh, we should pick a glider for her. She's kind of purpley, but this is the wrong type of purple. And that's... I don't have that one yet, that's the Fontaine one. And these are also... This is not good. There are no good gliders that match her aesthetics. Maybe these ones? I think it's gonna have to be these ones. Oh, we should give her a weapon. Wait. What does this do? What does this mean? Hello? What is this? What does it mean by true appearance? Does that mean I could have changed? I don't know what that means. But that's fine. We do need to give her a sword though. We can't give her this sword. So let's see. What's a good sword? Who's got a good sword that you could steal? I don't know. Maybe I'll have to Google this. She needs a better sword, surely. Okay, let's see. You know, I'm just gonna pick this one for literally no reason. And then I'm gonna give Chiori something because I can't give her nothing. You know what, let's swap for this so that I can then swap this for Chiori. And then swap it back. And that will do for now. Until I can Google which one is best. Okay. I still want to know what this sword thing is, though. Like, what is this? What was this thing they were talking about? So if I go to the dressing room, well, what does this mean? What does that mean? I don't know. Interesting. Okay. Well, that worked. In which case, now that we've got Skirk successfully, and we have trialed her out in this, so I don't feel as compelled to go and trial her out myself, we should probably go and do this. Yes, I will accept the quest. Okay. Ooh, oh. Kaiko. Geez, you're like a space out city over there. What's up with you today? Why does Paimon's voice sound so far away? You feeling okay? We've been traveling all over lately, so you've gone down with something. That's it, we're getting Baiju to check you over. Okay. Interesting. I actually realized I forgot that we've got enough wishes. We should, you know, while we're here, just do one of these. And then we should go check on Baiju, apparently. Yeah, it sounds like I triggered a quest. Well, obviously I know I triggered a quest, but like it made my screen go purple, which is a little bit concerning. But I'm sure that's fine. Oh, we also completely forgot to check out my, clear out my weapons. So let's do these by this. And, ooh. Okay. What do I normally do with duplicates? I usually level up to level 20, so let's level this one up to level 20. There we go. Okay, and then these are all 3 stars, so we don't mind about those. Anything else? Oh, we got another one of these. What is this? Ah, Chunyun. Well, we can level this one up then. There we go. And who else? Oh, one of these. We already have that one as well, so let's level this up to level 20. I can just chill here. And any others? Sword. Spear even. It's only a spear. So let's do this. Ooh. There we go. Okay, I got all the weapons. Now we can go. So it looks like maybe Skirk was talking to us and she kind of talked to us through the void, and Paimon got concerned because Paimon couldn't hear it. So from Paimon's perspective, we just kind of zoned out. Which is, you know, I can see why you would be concerned about that. So maybe we need to go and go to the pharmacy, apparently. I think Paimon was like, you need to go to the doctor. So now we gotta go to the doctor. But actually, before that, I've remembered that we left one of these here. So we should... I've never noticed there was food on that thing. We have some crystal flies to collect, and we have some crystal flies to put back down. Oh, and this as well. And nope. And the crystal fly trap, which goes here. Okay, well, let's fill this up with rocks. Okay, that's doing its thing. And then this, we also need to fill up with stuff. I'm thinking I have thousands of, was it mushrooms? Oh, well, I've got so much mint. You take all the mint. I don't need that much mint. There we go. Oh, and now we gotta set it on fire. Let's just keep clicking buttons. One of these has got to work eventually. There we go. What do we get? Ooh! Okay, some good stuffs. Now we can go. Let's go to Boo Boo Pharmacy. Boo Boo Pharmacy is over here. So let's go over that. Ooh! I forgot to check on my characters. Oh, we can do that at the end. Too late. I've already committed to doing the Skirk quest now. Maybe by chance we'll end up in Fontaine, because I think she falls under Fontaine. So maybe we'll bump into Fremine and Charlotte while we're doing that. And we can check on Mizuki later. But yeah, let's go and investigate. Okay. Boo Boo Pharmacy. Boo Boo Pharmacy. Huh? Baiju isn't in the shop. Are we looking for Dr. Baiju? He's resting today, but he said to send any patients to the back room. Ah, okay, thanks. We'll head on through. How do you... Where's the back room? Oh, here. Oh, I didn't know this was a thing. Okay. Ah, looks like we have a special guest. Kaiko, Paimon, welcome. What can I do for you? It's Kaiko. She looks absolutely beat these days. She has these huge dark circles around her eyes like she hasn't slept a wink. And she keeps spacing out. We had to call her name several times before she snaps out of it. What do you think it is? Is she sick? Oh, is Kaiko prone to sickness? I find this surprising. I guess I could be. I'm not sure. Very peculiar. In all the time we've been acquainted, this is the first time you've come to me with a health complaint. Come, let me take a look at you. Okay, Paimon does not like that expression, Baiju. It's not serious, is it? Complexion is good, eyes are clear, breathing is steady, pulse is strong. Physically, you appear to be in good condition, Kaiko. In theory, your energy level should reflect that. You should be feeling right as rain. And yet I do feel like something is off. Hence my concern. A clean bill of health is usually a good thing, but in this case, it likely means your situation is more complicated. Physical illness comes with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition. But afflictions of a non-physical nature, they fall outside a doctor's realm of expertise. Huh? What do you mean non-physical nature? Curses, dark magic, it's hard to say. It could just be as easily be a simple case of mental fatigue. Why don't you rest here for a bit? Whatever it is you're dealing with, clues to your condition are sure to reveal themselves in time. Once you know the root cause, we can administer the right treatment. I've seen my fair share of mental afflictions. To start with, some calming incense, a good night's sleep, and a good meal will do you a world of good. In the meantime, Changsheng and I will review the relevant literature for afflictions that present with mental fatigue. Still, we're not experts in this kind of thing. I say we should strongly consider calling in a specialist as soon as possible. Ooh. Okay. Oh, must be a rare condition. Not even Baiju and Changsheng have seen it before. Well, all we can do is take their advice. You're about to collapse anyway. Just get some rest. Paimon will be right here by your side. Fingers crossed you'll all be better when you wake up. Okay. Okay. Well, okay, let's take a rest and see what happens. Are you gonna have dreams? Where am I? There's a thick fog covering my field of vision. This feels more real than a dream, but too chilling to be real life. My breath freezes in my throat before I can even exhale it. It feels like my soul has been wrenched from my body and thrust into this strange and unfamiliar space. Whichever direction I look in, there's no end in sight, and worse than that, I think there's something in the fog following me, like a shadow. If this is the dream, how long till I wake up? If it's not, then where in the world am I? Oof. What in the... Something just pierced through the fog and stabbed me in the back, but there's no blood. The strange light coming from the wound, and I see this familiar looking spike protruding back into the darkness. Deep inside, it feels like a part of me is missing, and now another wave of fatigue is washing over me. Huh? Well, that's not good. What? I thought it was the narwhal, but that's too small to be the narwhal. Is that like the narwhal's horn? Kaiko, Kaiko! Rise and shine, time to wake up. Ugh, for once you're making Paimon look like an early riser. It's already afternoon. Hopefully all that sleep did you some good. Feeling any better? Paimon, I need to check if there's a cut on my back. A cut? What, did you scratch yourself in your sleep? Alright, let Paimon take a look. Nope, nothing there. Wait, did you have a nightmare? Okay, don't panic. Paimon heard that dreams tell us what we need by showing us the opposite, so if you had a nightmare, maybe all you need is something to cheer you up. Come on, Paimon will treat you to something yummy. Well, that's not good. I think is something stealing our energy in our sleep, and we've just never noticed it before. You and Paimon head to a ramen restaurant, sensing that something isn't right. Paimon orders a bunch of dishes to cheer you up. What? So when you're dreaming you're trapped in a weird place with thick fog everywhere, and then a spike came out of nowhere and stabbed you in the back? Okay, well that's a new one. Are you sure it was a dream? Because from the way you describe it, it sounds like you were really there. But then again, you woke up right when you went to bed, right where you went to bed, and you were definitely in a deep slumber this morning. I don't know what to make of it. Maybe it was just a very lifelike dream. Dennis decided Paimon will stay up and watch you over you tonight. If anyone tries to mess with you, Paimon will beat him up. Or wake you up first, and then we can beat him up together. Paimon smiled as a way of putting me at ease. But what I saw is still bothering me. That dream was so chilling, and it almost feels like there's something watching me from some corner of the world, even now. They stabbed me in my dream, but when I woke up, there was no wound. Still, if I focus on the area, I feel a vague aching. Almost as if, deep underneath the flesh, something is missing. Wait, that wasn't us. Something is missing? Did you just say something? You heard that too? The flesh remains whole, but the soul is incomplete. Left unresolved, the mind will wither away along with it. Ah, what? What the? Wait, I remember you. Your child's master. Skirk. Right, what are you doing here? The last time we saw you was at the Primordial Sea in Fontaine, right? But then we left and never learned where you went after that. Child's been looking everywhere for you, by the way. What brings you to One Min Restaurant of all places? You came here looking for us? And were you the one behind the hocus pocus just now? Tell me, what is it that you saw? Tight-lipped, huh? I suppose that's fair. I'll take a glass of wine. Of course, coming right up. We make this one in-house. It's not too strong. Enjoy. Chef Mal, I'll take a grilled tiger fish over here. Coming right up. If I knew we'd be this busy, I wouldn't have approved Shinha's vacation. At the end of the day, what happened to you is a little consequence to me. What happens to you is a little consequence to me. I'm not here to try and win you over. Trust me or not, the choice is yours. If you want my help, now's the time to speak up. You have until I finish my drink. What do you know about the situation, and why are you here? I was investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area and happened to notice you. Part of your soul is damaged and the wound bears traces of abyssal corrosion. Need I say more? Neither of those things sound good. Skirk seems to know something, and given what I've seen of her strength, I bet she can tell what happened to me. I don't know what her goal is, but in this moment, at least, I don't think she has bad intentions. Well, should we trust her? What do you think, Paimon? She mentioned an abyssal disturbance. Maybe this has something to do with what's going on with you. But we would always find a different expert on the abyss to help us out. We could. Not on short notice. Yeah, and that thing she said about your soul being damaged is scaring Paimon. Definitely something we should fix sooner rather than later. So that's an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what Child told her, she doesn't seem evil at least. 1, 2, 7, 10. That'll do. Well, have you made up your mind? What I saw was a dark space surrounded in a dense fog that wouldn't disperse. You give Skirk a brief description of your dream. So that's all we know, Miss Skirk. Ma'am, can you help us? So you couldn't disperse the fog. I understand. Come find me in the Guidi Plains when you're done here. Oh, and I left cash for the drink on the table. Settle the bill for me, will you? Okay. Huh? She disappeared. You and Paimon quickly finish your meal and go settle the bill. Wait, hold on. You overpaid. Here's your change. Oh no, this includes a drink, so it should be the right amount. I didn't think you ordered a drink. We didn't. It was that lady who came and sat with us, remember? You brought it out for her yourself. You sure? I could have sworn there were only 2 of you at that table. What? Ah, what did you put in their dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of hallucinogenic mushroom? You've got them seeing things. Seeing things? Wait, so neither of you noticed her? Young lady about this tall, wearing a purple dress, she ordered a glass of wine. Oh, now you mention it, that vaguely rings a bell, and it looks like I did open the wine jar, so it must have just slipped my mind in any case. In any case, that settles your bill. Come again soon. Chef Mao, check please. Coming. Okay, what was going on there? It's like they didn't even remember Skirk being there at all. Even Paimon was half convinced we hallucinated the whole thing, but that Mora she left for us was definitely real. Oh, this whole situation's giving Paimon the creeps. Anyway, she told us to head to the Guidi Plains, right? Let's not keep her waiting. Okay. Interesting. I thought maybe she was the cause of the weird thing, but no. I think she might be the solution. We've been targeted by some abyssal thing independently. Which is, never a good idea. Well, you know what? This about sums it up. This seems like fitting weather while we go and discuss my soul, which is apparently partially missing. This is fine. Well, let's go and see Skirk and see where she is. Oh, Rift Hounds! Again, not good! What are all these Rift Hounds doing here? Huh? Looks like they're collecting something. Let's go check it out. Okay, that sounds like it might be this abyssal energy that she was talking about. So this is what they were collecting. It is kind of like God remains? Yeah, what is going on here? From the moment they are born, all beings of the great power have an impact on this world. Even if their body is sundered and their soul extinguished, their influence remains. Gods are the most common example of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years ago remain buried deep within the earth, carrying within them a warped will and a dark curse. Together, these remnants form what you call God remains, and it appears that some of these sealed here were dug up and removed. There are traces left, but they're fading fast. What are you doing? Nothing, just wanted to make sure you were, real. She's definitely not a ghost, Kaiko. Paimon poked her and she's solid. Paimon! You went up and poked her? After all, after you left the restaurant, the other diners acted like you were never there. Your life hangs in the balance and that's what you're fixated on? Strange set of priorities. It was just a trick to avoid being perceived. If someone notices me, those memories are erased. Simple as that. Unlike you, I had no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it. Now, can we please get back on track? Okay, where were we? Right, the God remains. So basically there's now less of them here than there used to be, right? Isn't that a good thing? In our experience, gold remains are 100% bad news. A lot of terrible things have happened because of them. Maybe it's a good thing by human standards, but power doesn't come from nothing, and it doesn't just disappear for no reason. The remains aren't just gone, they were taken. Like part of my soul was taken? Very clever, Kaiko. You aren't the only one who had something taken from them. Taken from you. There are victims like you everywhere, and the only difference being you can speak and the remains cannot, so we're not noticed. Something similar happened in Sumeru. Within the span of one night, countless consecrated beasts were slaughtered and a large amount of the gold remains buried in the desert went missing. Of course, gold remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at sources of power all over this world, including the stellar Fortuna above. Ooh. Wait, you mean the stars? 42 of them have died out in the past few months alone. In Korea, people believe that powerful individuals have corresponding stellar Fortuna. Even should that individual fall, their stellar Fortuna would not disappear, but gradually evolve into a new constellation. Yet now, stars are disappearing from the skies entirely, and it's not hard to deduce what's happening to the power they contain. Something has been leeching power from this world like a parasite steals nutrients from a host, and now it's no longer satisfied with the remains of the dead, it wants you. This time it only took a fragment of your soul, but next time there's no telling how far it could go. But why me? No one knows. All I know for certain is this. Getting back what you lost will not be easy. Considering how much power this entity has stolen, it must be a god-level being by now at least. But that's not the real concern. Souls are fragile things, and yours could easily be crushed if you go up against it. So you're gonna help us, right? We're going to help each other. You're my ticket to uncovering this thing's true identity. Oh great, you seem super strong, and you know a lot about the Abyss, so Paimon will take it. Thank you. Don't get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you go back to normal after a sudden crisis. And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in my debt, trust me. You help me uncover the truth behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction. That is all. You would do well to remember that. Now, come along. Yeesh, you'd think she'd be a little friendlier since she's agreed to help us. But nope, she's just like when we first met her in the Primordial Sea. So cold. Well, whatever, if that's how it's gonna be, then she doesn't deserve our friendship. What she does deserve is a super embarrassing nickname. Ah, Pam's got it. Frosty the Lavender Melon. Serves that ice cream right. Anyway, the important thing is that we get that piece of your soul back, so let's follow her and see what sort of plan she's got. Frosty the Lavender Melon. I like it. It's also kind of funny considering Paimon is also nicknamed a Lavender Melon, so she's kind of named her after herself. Ooh. Well, this is ominous. Whoa, this place is way bigger than Paimon expected. Where are we? This is where I live. I suppose it's the closest thing I have to a home here. It seems more like somewhere in the Abyss. It is. I brought you here because time flows differently in this place. I don't know how much Ajax has told you, but when he fell into this space, I mentored him for 3 months. In that time, only 3 days passed in the outside world. Ajax. Oh right, that's Child's real name. Yeah, I remembers him mentioning something like that. So a month here is equivalent to 1 day in the outside world? That should mean we're safe from that power-hungry soul snatcher for now, right? Yes, well I didn't bring you here just to show you around. In the outside world, Kaiko could be attacked at any moment, but coming here has brought us quite a bit of time. Now we need to figure out how to investigate that place you saw, the one full of fog. Both the description and the abyssal disturbance I felt to point to that space having some connection to the abyss. It could even be a domain similar to this one. The thief who stole that fragment of your soul is hiding there, but the abyss is a chaotic and turbulent place. If we want to pinpoint the location, we just see what that space looks like without the fog. Abyssal power can grant a special form of sight. Have you ever wielded abyssal power before? No, not that I'm aware of. Okay, do you plan to learn? No. For now, no, I'm kind of at odds with the abyss. That tracks. All the information you have suggests the abyss is something sinister, and that abyssal power is a wild and dangerous force that always spells disaster. And you're saying that's not true? Depends on your perspective. Floods and hurricanes take countless lives too, but if one day you gain the power to control them, what was once a calamity is now just another tool in your arsenal. I respect your opinion though, just means we have to turn to the second best option. What's this? A little abyss crystal that contains our power. Wear it on your head, and we'll be able to perform dream mirroring when we fall asleep. Dream mirroring? It means experiencing whatever the other person's dreaming, everything they see, think, and feel. Since you haven't studied the art of using abyssal power and have no plans to jump in the deep end right now, I'll have to do the investigating for you. With dream mirroring, every time you slip into a deep sleep, I'll see with my own eyes whatever scene plays out in your mind. Then I can guide you through the dream environment, and we'll take back what was stolen from you. Huh? You make it sound so simple. So all I need to do is wait? Is there anything you need me to do? have to say, this is an unexpected situation for both of us. Even assuming we do manage to find where this entity is hiding, like I said, getting your soul fragment back won't be easy. To play it safe, I need to give you some special training first. Wait, you're gonna teach Kaiko some of your martial arts? Does that mean the next time we see Child, we have to treat him like our senior? Do as you want. For my part, I don't see you as my disciples. You're already a pretty good fighter. All I'm planning to do is build on your current skills and train you for the specific scenarios I think we might face. But that's enough talk. If we're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more lenient here, but that's no excuse to waste it. She was fast, and Paimon can hardly keep up with her. The special training, huh? Kind of a rare opportunity. With your skills, there's not a lot of people qualified to train you. The last time something like this happened was probably anti-Raiden Shogun training, right? That was like a lifetime ago. Skirk seems pretty strong too, though. Remember how she said that the all-devouring novel was just her master's pet? Maybe we really will learn something here. Okay. In we go. Ooh. Okay. Hello. Ready? Bring it on. Your training will be split into 3 stages, testing your blade work, elemental abilities, and reasoning skills. We'll start with blade work. You're no rookie in this area, so I won't bore you with the basics. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of talented sword fighters. Consciously or not, you've picked up all kinds of techniques from them. You bet! There's Kaya, Master Jean, Kaching, oh and Kazuha, Ayaka. Yeah, we've met sword masters like you in every nation we've been through. You sparred with a bunch of them too, right? Nice to know, it's all gonna come in handy now. Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need a cohesive system to bring it all together. A style or school of fighting. So use the human body as an analogy, your style is your skeleton, the foundation of the framework. Techniques are the muscles and other flesh attached to the bones. This is where your strength comes from. Improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. If your frame got bigger and taller but you didn't add any muscle mass, you'd be weak and flimsy. Then again, if you packed on pounds of flesh without the big enough frame to support it, you'd end up bloated and unwieldy. Understood. So what's the next step? You need to do something introspective. You need to do some introspection. Take a good hard look at your past experiences and figure out which parts of what you've learned are just techniques and which parts can be used to form your own system of blade work. Only then will you get the full utility out of all your thoughts and observations along the way. Only then will every strike you deliver make perfect sense. Wait, is that it? I thought you were going to teach Kaiko some cool new moves, like when you went swoosh and opened his tunnel to another place. One day you'll reach a new level of power when you realize that even that's a basic trick as any other. But right now, our sword styles are so wildly different that teaching you new techniques is pointless. There are no shortcuts in the pursuit of power. Failure is your best teacher, and rigor is your coursework. That's all I have to say. Time to make a start. Train until you're satisfied with yourself. Now focus, destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can. Okay. Oh, this is making Paimon's head spin. Hang in there, Kaiko. I was really hoping you would catch the others, like, on the other swing, but apparently not. We've got to just destroy 900 columns. This is gonna take forever. So you just kind of like run at them and you have to destroy them like one by one. Unless there's a better way that I don't know about. This is gonna take forever. As training progresses, your strength improves. Oh, okay, they skipped it to 891. I'm in the zone, limitless power is surging through me. Hit my special abyss effects, charge attack. Area of attack has been increased. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, oh, we gotta destroy them quickly. Oh, that was only round 1. I see. So the 900 was only round 2. Oh, we've still got 3 rounds. Okay. Stay calm. Use your head. You have to keep it together. kind of missed that one. This is fine. Is that all of, no, not all of them. A few more. Oh, I missed. And then some over here. I missed. Okay, is that it? It would be cool if our area of attack increased, like, permanently. Amazing! This is transforming my whole world view of swordwork. I'm using the same techniques as ever, but now they're having different effects. It's as if I've unlocked a hidden door in my mind and there's a wellspring of strength on the other side. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing images of the friends I've made into that. There's the sword styles and techniques I've come to know. So we've frozen in time. Cut to the chase. Is it a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person and ask yourself what lies beneath the surface? What's their guiding philosophy? What's their state of mind as they maneuver their weapon? Now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength, over and over until your hand is one with your mind. This is the only path to true growth. Step on up. Dance with the waves. I see eternity go by in an instant, the autumns of many years form a single leaf, thus I shall slice this maple in a flash and answer a question of the ages. My sword style, my journey. It is out to tire empty your mind, but do not stop. Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight, get rid of the redundant movements, imagine your sword is an extension of your body. Wield it just as you wield your arms, hands, and fingers. It was on a deserted moonlit night that the hero approached the Vile Dragon's limpid lair, Raincutter. Feathers fleeting wet, the white heron treads water, a sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art, Tachi Jutsu. With each slash on my blade, I feel my strength increasing. I don't know if my weapon can contain all this power. I'm in the zone, limitless power is surging through me. Yeah. Use Lash and Swipe to exhaust every ounce of your energy. Huh, looks like you made some real progress. That concludes your training session. Awesome, how many of you could do it? How do you feel? Exhausted, I'm fighting to keep my eyes open. As you should be. Time flies when you're training hard. You've actually been going for several days now with no rest. Yeah, me Mom Parman has had a whole bunch of naps, but you were so focused she didn't want to interrupt you. Go get some sleep. I'll be doing the same very soon. Let's hope you see that foggy place in your dream, so I can get this investigation over and done with. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you'd like to see me play live, then check out my Twitch channel. You can find me on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 PM GMT. Thanks again, and have a great day.